I'm back now, finally. Um, Hold on. Good. There we go. Right there on your screen for the people. This place is getting messed up on the spiritual forefront. Okay. Now, um, people was trying to tell me in my last stream I was racist, and I didn't understand where they was trying to tell me I was racist. I never pick out um one race to be exempt. Okay. And that's what I think the misconception of black people is. I feel like people constantly say that black people are racist or black people are the violent ones. Meanwhile, our gangs are to prosecute us. Bloods and Crips usually battle each other. You don't really hear about Bloods and Crips battling it out with the police. Now, them seldom acts when they do, they're in fear of their life and they're trying to defend themselves from a cop that's already waving a 9mm. Now, if that gang member is causing a disturbance on the block, I expect them to be eradicated, okay? But at the same time, if the cop is walking around with some prejudices or racism issues of his own or their own, male or female, his or her, okay, that person needs to be eradicated as well, because you don't know who they're gonna go to next time with that predetermined mindset. Okay, but that's I definitely want to touch on racism today. But even if I don't get to the racism part, I just want you to know how serious of a time we're in. Okay. So as you see on your screen, we currently have the locusts. Locusts are flying, all right? 12 months ago, they were in Russia. Just last week, they were in Pakistan. They started off in Africa, and last year, they was in Las Vegas, in Nevada. So I don't know if your news is telling you this. I don't know if the people around you is telling you, but they're getting ready to quarantine money. Now, I know as usual, people may not believe me. They think that I'm just like wired, okay? But hold on, because I'm due to show you some evidence. Because people always think that I'm just, preaching. Some guy came in and said, dude, you're too preachy. They said, you're too preachy. And that's the thing, too. I just read in the Bible that it says, it's prophesied in the Bible that all those that call upon the name of the Lord may not be saved. So just because the calamity's coming down or wars happening or whatever, just because you pray and you say, Lord, Lord, that doesn't mean that you're going to definitely be saved. Okay? But hold on. Saved. So just because I don't want no one to think that I'm playing with them, because that's the problem. That's the problem. People think that I'm playing on this platform because I'm on the PlayStation, right? Okay, look, right here. Right here. Banknotes may be spreading coronavirus. World Health Organization warns. Look, YouTube finances. UK, okay? March 3rd, 2020. All right? All right. All right. They're not. And look, that's another reason I wanted to show this. Hold on. Oh, okay. I don't have it. I thought I saved it. There was just this lady spitting on the buttons in China. Hold. You can't make it up. Oh, okay. Yeah. I tried to save it. They must have took it down. They may have deleted it. But either way, these people contract the disease and they're spitting it. They're spitting in their hands. They're rubbing buttons because they know that people get on the elevators. So this is some serious time that we're in. People that do watch this for entertainment, I can't stop you, but I really implore you to do some research and check it out to make sure I'm not just spewing you some fear porn or an alertist mindset or some conspiracy theory. Just letting you know, we're getting pretty close to lockdown. Everything's gonna be locked down. That's how close we are. So, as people see the locust swarms on the planet, they tell me God isn't real. They tell me that I'm almost bugged out of my head. Okay, but all them trolls, all the people that said that I was wrong, where are they now? Are they in your local? Are they in their local emergency rooms? So I wanted to today touch on the fact that I'm supposedly racist. That really sent me through the roof. Because being a black man in America, I know that I really shouldn't be racist. You know, I should be paying homage to the other races that are around me, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be this as magnificent of a black man as I am today. That's what society would tell you. That's what society will tell. That's what society will tell you, okay? But I have another ideology. I have another mindset. Me being an American black man walking down the block, some of these other races, nationalities, some of these other nationalities wouldn't give me a greeting. Now, I don't know how long you may have possibly been watching me. I don't know how many streams you've seen of mine, but as you see, I try to talk with common sense, logic, and I definitely am very polite. So for me not to get a greeting, that does make me feel kind of outcastish. It gives me a sense of being an outcast, or somebody could leave me out. Now, I don't know these people, so it shouldn't really make me feel that bad. You understand? It shouldn't really affect me to that extent. And it doesn't. But at the same time, you do feel the awkwardness when you're walking down the block and the people that we're supposed to be so grateful for reject you. Okay? So, hold on. Because you know I got some stuff, okay? I got some stuff that I would like for you to see, and then you tell me where we're at. Because these are the reasons why things are happening upon the planet. Okay? Hold on. People are wondering, why is there a virus that's unbeatable upon the planet? Why is there an extreme amount? Look right here. Look. China warns of massive locust invasion. Okay? Now I told you 12 months ago, Russia had them. They had mayflies in Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada, Sin City. They had mayflies. Mayflies are a version of locusts. Okay? So this is a global epidemic. We just didn't really look at it as such. Good morning, Evron. Blessings to you, brother. No one's really looking at the fact that these are actual plagues that are befalling the globe. The worst, and I just heard it yesterday, but actually I've heard it for a while now, and that's still a scary scripture. But the worst scripture I heard was Many may come to me in that day saying, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied and casted out demons in your name? And the Lord said, depart from me, workers of iniquity and lawlessness. I know not you. I only know those that did the will of my Father, the will of God. Are we doing the will of God? Are you doing the will of God? That's what we should all be questioning ourselves. Because in Luke chapter 21, verse 36, it says, watch therefore and pray always that you may be counted worthy to escape these things that are to come to pass. There's another scripture that says that pray that you're worthy to be hidden from these things when they befall the earth. So, what's the will of God? And are you doing the will of God? Am I doing the will of God? This is stuff that we should be asking ourselves at this very point in time. This is some scary stuff. Now, at this point in time, you can say, well, all you're doing is prophesying the name of God. Exactly. You didn't have to type it. I'm saying it for you. All I'm doing is prophesying. So I have to even question myself. Hopefully, I'm doing the right thing. But this is definitely the time where we all need to start be doing the right thing. Look, deadly tornadoes, okay? We got the storms on the earth, okay? Different place, different region, massive swarm of locusts, and we got coronavirus outbreak. If this ain't the time to get right with God, I don't know what time it is, okay? So what we need to do is make sure that we're in sync with God's word. We got to make sure that we're doing God's will. Most I can do for you is spread to you and let you know what time it is. But I have to get right myself. No one's ever said that I was perfect. I'm no better than you. I'm just trying to show you where we're at. My question is, why isn't no one else? I mean, there's videos on YouTube, but I'm talking about these playroom streams. Some people just be sitting there bored. And I'm like, well, you got topics to talk about. We have a lot of topics to talk about. Okay? So people said that I was living in fear. Hold on. If you went to my last stream, you would see that even Fox News has said that this coronavirus pandemic outbreak, whatever, is a real fear. So I'm not promoting fear. I'm promoting the kingdom of God. I'm telling you that we should all get right, because there's an energy that we all have within us that's animating our bodies. Once we experience trauma, shock, or fatal mortality, that energy goes back to where it came from. This vessel that we're in will remain here. That's what gets buried. That's what everybody cries for and mourns. You that are inside this avatar or inside this vessel, you have to go back to your creator. So if you have picked up any negative traits of this physical world, such as racism, such as greed, then you will not be able to, you will be looked at as a negative energy, and you will not be a part of the positive, because everything's going to go, it's going to be reset. Just like that yin yang sign. You know how it's got a good side and a bad side? Well, if you want to, and this is only if you're meant. People could try to change, but your true colors are going to show. If you're a good person, it's going to be very hard for you to be bad. And if you're a bad person, it's going to be very hard for you to be good. This is where we're at this point in time. And a lot of people that are bad are in control of legislation, society. Because think about it. What rules the roost now? What rules the roost now? Money makes the world go round. Okay? Money makes the world go round. But money is also the root of all evil. So just because you may see your little local rapper or somebody with some money and they show off and they say females are more attracted to shiny things and power and finances. Okay, now that's not necessarily true. I'm pretty sure there's women out there that aren't tied down to that, but at the same time, this is how you survive upon this planet. How do you get your resources? Through money, through currency. So the person that usually has the most money and currency, they're under that category of the person that you ever hear the saying, power corrupts, but absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's where these rich people are at this point in time. Okay, they have underground bunkers. None of these people can care. I've already watched the health and medical experts say that they're not prepared for this, and people will have to go out there and acquire their own masks. They said they don't have enough masks to give out. Now, China had enough masks to give out. Here is totally different. Now, if in China they're actually spitting on their hands and rubbing it on elevator buttons so other people could catch it, how much worse is it going to be here? Especially as I don't know if I told you, but let me reiterate, okay? Let me bring that up. In the prison system, when prisoners don't like cops or other inmates, as they walk past a cell, they have this thing called a bio bomb, where they defecate and urinate into a cup, and as the person walks by, they splash them with it. Okay, so I'm just letting you know that this place is going to be really insane. We're about to see some really crazy stuff going on. But like I said, let's get into this racism, okay? Because I could be on that corona stuff all day. I could be on that all day. Here, I want to see the racism. Because hold on, please, right here.
I've said this before, but white police officers do not respect your rights if you are black.
Hold on. Now, my thing is, for years, especially me being a black person, for years I've been hearing that you got to watch out how cops perceive you, because cops may think that you're the violent one. They may think that you may hurt them, but they got the weapon. Okay? Now, if I have a weapon and I approach your car in a hostile manner, will you not be in fear of your life? But mind you, the cop tells you to stay in your car until he instructs you to put your hand out the car and all that other stuff. But this cop approached this man's vehicle in a hostile manner. Okay? He has his hand on his weapon. This guy already had his window down, and the cop has his hand on the top of the door or inside the vehicle on the window. Okay? Hold on, please. Okay?
Black men, in their mind, you don't have any rights whatsoever. Ever. And they rarely, if ever, get in trouble for breaking the law.
Oh, okay.
Don't touch my phone like that. Don't touch my phone. You got light in my face. No. What the fuck are you talking about? Man, you get off my car, man. You get off my car, sir? No. You get off my car, sir? No. You gonna break my window. I'm gonna break your window. He grabbed my car. You gonna break your window? Why you gonna get off my car? Nope. You get off my car, please? I will not get off your car. This is crazy. I'm not gonna have you my driver's license. You didn't pull me over for the right reason. You didn't even flash your lights. All you do is flash your light on me. You didn't even pull it. So no. You are not following the laws. That's
Okay. Just in case you may not hear it. Now, the cop didn't explain why he pulled them over. They pulled over. He told him to get out the car. He said, yo, why are you telling me to get out the car? Now, my thing is, with people telling me that I'm racist, okay, people telling me that I hate white people or whatever, you let me know, in the history of black people, when has there been ever a group of black people to want to murder, kill, and go after white people? But you have the history of Neanderthals, you have a history of Vikings, you have a history of Templar Knights, you have a history of the Ku Klux Klan, and now you have the history of off-duty police and on-duty police. Okay? So before you tell me that I'm racist, look at the statistics, okay? Look at the facts. Where black people messed up in the racism category, okay? Because you may be racist, I don't mess with white people, okay? You could say that, but at the end of the day, who's actually the ones enforcing laws and legislations? You have to mess with white people. Where white people really technically don't have to mess with you. They could laugh at your theories. They could whole bunch. Okay. All right. Let's check this out.
I'm trying to break the law. I have my seatbelt on. I got my turning lights on. I'm driving the right speed. I'm in the right lane. No, you're lying, sir. No, you're lying, sir. I'm driving the right speed. You're lying, sir. What you lying, sir? Over for? What? 25. What are you talking about? Yeah, how fast are you going? 25. What are you talking about? It's 30. If anything, it's 30. He was going that. No, I'm not going to jail. I'm not going.
Now, he didn't even tell him what he's going to jail for. After they made a big deal saying, yo, you didn't even tell us why you stopped me. He said speeding. He said, well, where was I going? He said, you was going like 45. They said, well, dang, I was going like 15 miles over the speed limit. If anything, it's like 30. 45 is, I remember, okay, I believe on the highway, it's like 55, okay? 55 is the highway, right? What is it on the goddamn street? It's like some areas it's like 30 miles an hour. It may be 45 in other areas. But, a cop usually lets you off with a warning. He came up automatically to the point that they knew that they had to pull out their camera, okay? It's not like this is the second time I'm approaching you guys or you guys have been a problem. No. Automatic, you guys are going to jail, okay? This is what they see every time they see somebody with a darker skin. What gets me is somebody out there will sit there and say, no, we feel more threatened when you guys walk the street. Well, what happens when we walk the street is maybe a purse snatching, maybe your wallet will get snatched. Now, I'm not saying that that's good. That's some low-life garbage too. But at the same time, the person that's supposed to serve and protect is now murdering. They got a tool of operation to murder. They got the badge and they got the gun. Whereas the person that's robbing your purse, they may have like a switchblade or maybe a razor. Okay, so who's really bad here? Somebody please tell me. Maybe I'm going crazy. Okay, that's what I'm not understanding. Where's the racism? Okay, because I think that after being lynched, hung, castrated, I think that black people are taking white people pretty cool. I'm not promoting no racism with this. I'm saying, who's the racist here? And if the black person's a racist, then us black people need to get our stuff together. But if it's the white person that's racist with his hand on the gun, shouldn't somebody go talk to him? Talk to his niece? Maybe his nephew, his son, daughter, him? And say, hey, we're in 2020. We just had a black president that legalized homosexual marriage. Okay? You need to stop this. Yeah. Wait. He came up with his flashlight in the driver's face. Once the driver started recording, he said, "Get that light out of my face." You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Just like I can't make up the fact that people that are being found with the coronavirus are spitting in their hands and rubbing it in their button, or rubbing it on elevator buttons and anything of public consumption. Anything where you could touch a railing. Oh my God, it's wet. Where's it wet from? Somebody spit on their hand and went down the damn steps. And they made sure that they touched the whole hand railing. Okay? Okay? So once it gets here, the level of hate is really high. All right? The level of hate, just off of the way a person looks. If they're doing it to each other over there in China and they all, practically look the same because they're all Chinese, how much more of the melting pot of the world? Now, some people would say, you're never supposed to fight the cops back. What are you, crazy? You got a death wish. Well, I would second that with, wouldn't they need a warrant to be onto your premises? Wouldn't they have to have a warrant in order for them to be pulling him out of this car like this? Was this all off of a traffic stop? Huh? Okay. Now, that's another thing. That's another problem I have with this. They know they're being recorded. Then they don't have no fear. No fear. They're saying, yo, even if you bring this to the court of law, we'll just slap you with another charge and we'll get off. Okay?
Bro, why y'all doing this? Why y'all doing this? Hey, look at them two. Them two.
All right. Where am I silly? Where am I silly? You let me know where this is okay. And if you feel like this is okay, you're very good. That's your judgment. That's what you may feel, okay? You ain't got to tell me that America has a lot of guns. I already know America has a lot of guns. But what I'm saying is, where's racism coming from? Because somebody told me in my last stream that I was racist. I'm black. I don't have nothing to be. You know what I'm racist about? The past, the history. I say, yo, I just don't want that to happen again. Where so many people say, why are you worried about the past? Forget about it. Look into the future. But if the future is starting to look like the past, then I need to wonder what happened in the past so I can make it out of the future. Right? So, let me know where I'm nuts, Mr. Bend Over Your Moms. I want to know where I'm crazy. Their illegal requirements. Their legal requirements is strict. Excessive force. Your laws permit high force, kid. CPS are worried about a gun. Look, man. all this stuff about guns are not natural to the planet. Everything that's unnatural will be removed. Hatred will be removed from the planet because that's not natural. That is not natural. Even if you want to say in the animal kingdom. And see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, animals don't hate animals. Okay? The lion looks, it knows the zebra to be food. It hunts the zebra. It doesn't sit there and maliciously kill the zebra and just leave the zebra hanging out there in the dead for other hyenas or whatever to catch. Okay? Now, even if you do have a case like that, that is so rare and sporadic that you know that it's not normal. Because natural living isn't supernatural. Okay? Supernatural is something that happens out of the ordinary. Whereas if you have, like, okay, there was a movie like a few years back of two lions that hunted an African village, and they was just like maliciously killing. That's an actual story, but it's of a supernatural it's of a supernatural occurrence. That's not something that normally happens in nature. Naturally, in nature, them animals only hunt to survive. Whereas right now, we're watching guns being used out of pure leisure. There's a movie coming out called The Hunt, where they talk about rich politicians take poor, undesirable people, put them on some patch of land, some green woods or forests, give them weapons, and they have to defend themselves against the goddamn politicians. Now, wasn't guns and ammunition manufactured for our protection and our safety? Why are we now using them leisurely in video games and in hunts and all kinds of stuff? Is it because we have too much of what we manufactured? And you know what they say about too much of something. It spoils the heart. It spoils the core. So, you don't have to tell me that guns are too many strict policies. Me, all in all, I believe that guns should be removed. Plain. Okay? Because this is what happens. Somebody gets a hold of the gun. You got to imagine back in the Western times when everybody was just starting to start things up. These guns were out, and if you didn't acquire them, then you had Sundance Kid, you had Butch Cassidy, or you had whoever, Dirty Harry. You had whoever you had running the town because only they had a gun and the sheriff had a gun. Why do we have guns? Where these guns come from? Okay? So now that we have a whole bunch of guns sweeping the whole country, now you have children going to school with guns and shooting their bullies and their teachers and maybe the rest of the class. Do you understand? So if you're an advocate of guns, I am not. I know you need guns to protect yourselves from the thieves and the thugs out there, yes. But after you're done with that gun, after you done killed that thief or that, you should break that gun or break that sword or whatever you have and live in peace. Once you got rid of your threat. And see, that's the problem too, because people all, oh my God, people think that there's not going to come a day when there's going to be no more threats. That's why somebody will say, nah, you got to keep your sword. There's always going to be a threat. No. In my belief, we're headed towards the end of the Bible. And at the end of the Bible, it says that there's not going to be no more war. So there's going to be a millennium of peace. Actually, it doesn't even give an end. Okay? It doesn't even give an end. After God sets up his kingdom on earth, he abides with men forever. So leave that where it may. At least in my head, I'm thinking that there's going to be a better story after all of this. Whereas you could sit there in doom and gloom and think that this is it. We're at the end. Okay? Now, once again, like I stated before, if the Bible was fiction, if it was fairy tale, then I wouldn't expect Oxford to come out with their own edition of it. You would sit there and say, well, they could have made a Charlotte's Web, or they could have came out with a Cat in a Hat. But they haven't done any of that yet. So they're going to put their name behind factual, credible evidence. And that's where we have the Bible. Now, there's stuff left out of the Bible. The Bible's not 100% accurate, but the things that are coming to pass in Revelations, they certainly are. So I implore you to check your stuff out today. But as of right now, due to actions like this, what this video is portraying, that's why there's locusts on the planet. That's why there's an increase in volcanic activity, tectonic activity, and now we have a outbreak of a virus that we may not have a cure for. So check it out.
I'm not doing that. My hands are here. No taste. No taste. No taste. No taste. No taste. What the fuck is our problem, man? What the fuck is our problem? Put your hand down. I can't believe y'all did that, bro. Y'all don't even know what happened. It's on the steering wheel. It's on the steering wheel. I can't believe y'all. I'm not even in the driver's seat. Why would you do that? It's on the steering wheel. Dude, you don't even know what happened. I can see y'all just tased him, bro. You just pulled us over for nothing.
Nothing. Got pulled over for nothing. Then he got tased. And if you can see on your screen, this guy's pointing his gun ready to shoot him and his friend. Okay? Okay. So you let me know who's racist. If you think that I'm racist, I implore you to write your congressman and senator and ask them to stop having these racist cops. Because then if I was racist, then I would have had to make this video. Whereas I'm presenting this video. I'm not behind the gun. He's not even making a video, okay? Look. My laws are rubbish. Well, the whole world's rubbish. The whole world's rubbish at this point. You must not have heard Greta. No one told you about Greta? She said, people are suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. We're in the midst of a worldwide extinction. A mass extinction. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She said we're in the midst of a mass extinction. Okay? So the whole world's rubbish at this point. I'm telling you that we better get prepared for the spiritual. Okay? People said that I was racist. Oh, okay. Well, if you choose not to, that's up to you. No, I don't want to shoot an M16. Have you got 12,000? No, I don't have 12,000. So where are we going with that? That's what an M16 costs here. Wow, $12,000. 12,000. Hey, you know what? Hey, what up, dude? Hey, you know what? That $12,000 M16. Yo, oh man, there's just so much. If you spend $12,000 on M16, there's people out there that's being locked into their houses that should have got rations and they may have bought food. So I don't know how good that M16 is going to be or how smart of an idea that is to get. But, you know, to each his own. To each his own. If you want to go get a gun over food, that means that you're realizing you're going to have to rob people in order to get food. But if you pick food over the weapon, then you also have to realize that now you have no way to defend yourself. So now it's a catch-22. You either spend $12,000 for an M16 or you spend $12,000 for food and rations. Okay? Dude, I didn't even get to see what you said about Greta. And my stupid PlayStation app thing isn't working, so I could go back. But hey, you know what? At this point in time, Greta could be she could be working with the George Soros or whoever the hell she's working with. Okay? But I'm holding on to them words that she said. Them words she said. Hey, you know what, Callie? You're totally right. We're all gonna die. But it's how you die. Some people want to die going out on their knees. Some people want to die in a blaze of glory. Or some people actually acknowledge that we're not going to die and we have to answer for the stuff that we're going to do in this life. See, if you just say that we're going to die, then that gives atheists the argument that when they die, it's just going to go black. Some people feel like when they die, it's just going to go black. But that's not the case, okay? Look, people get shot every day, B. It be all right. You tough, right? Cameron voice, all right? All right? Everybody gets shot, all right? There's people dying all over. Do you think that we just turn into pea pods? We get shot and then that's it? No, you're making choices in your body, right? If you choose the wave right now, there's a part of your consciousness that's controlling your brain to lift up your arm and wave your hand, okay? Well, once your consciousness gets removed from your body, where does your consciousness go? My belief is there's going to be an ultimate creator, okay? That's what the Bible states. Some people say, nah, that's not true. Well, then, where do you go? Do you close your eyes and everything turns black and that's it? The end? And if that's your theory, I can't change your mind. But I'm here to tell you that that's not my theory, okay? If that was the case, then scientifically, you wouldn't have ghost hunters, you wouldn't have paranormal investigators going into haunted houses with tape recorders and thermal vision to see if they see any change in temperatures or if they can record any voices from the other side. They wouldn't be doing none of this scientific experiments. So there's a spiritual aspect to our physical existence. And I don't think that we acknowledge that. Yeah, Mr. Ben needs to do... I don't know. Maybe he's feeling nice. Huh?
Can I ask you one?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you want some of this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see? People, for all y'all that say, oh, you're living in fear, or you're promoting racism or hate or whatever. I have children. There's no reason that I'm here sitting here trying to promote you fear. If anything, I'm telling all of us that we need to get ready. I'm not sitting there saying that I'm better than you in no way, shape, or form. What I'm confused about is the fact that somebody needs money for English lessons. Anyway, what you call it? What I'm saying is, I see all these streamers in these streams, and these people aren't talking about what's actually going on. Now, I understand we don't all want to live in fear, but if the Center for Disease Control is talking about it, as well as the rest of the globe, as well as the World Health Organization, why aren't you talking about this? Yo, I seen, and I'm not going to say the streamer's name, I seen a streamer watching the news, but his music to his playroom was playing. You're like, yo, why aren't you talking about it? Why aren't you talking about it? So I can't even really worry about what the next streamer's doing. I'm on my stream telling you my side of what I see. And I really wanted that's why I had this video up. Because someone had the nerve to tell me that I was hating white people. And I'm like, wait a minute. For one, I'm that black guy in the back that doesn't want to be racist. I don't want to be racist. But if we're going to start talking about racism, let's look at where racism came from. Let's look at who starts racism and who does racism. Who's always projected behind the gun, huh? Because when you see someone like me projected behind the gun, I'm usually aiming at someone that looks just like me, okay? Usually, if there's a blood behind the trigger, he's aiming at a Crip. If there's a Crip behind the trigger, he's aiming at somebody to rob, or he's aiming at a blood, okay? Who shot Pop Smoke? All right? Alright. Now, who shot JFK? Okay. Now you see where we're at, alright? Now you see where we're at. So don't tell me that I'm racist. Don't come over here trying to spew, you're crazy for believing in a God. You're racist. You spew hate towards white people. No. I don't have no hate. There's no hate on my channel. I don't hate nobody. But who do you need to protect yourself from? Who do you need to watch out for? You need to watch out for people that's quick on the trigger, as this guy is. Okay, now let's take a real, pull yourself out, please, just for a second. Hear me out and check this out. Pull yourself out of this guy's cell phone camera and look at the car. Just look at the car, please. Whatever you do, okay? Pull yourself out of the guy's cell phone and look at the car. They already tased homeboy that was at the driver wheel, at the steering wheel. His man's in the passenger seat, recording them, tasing him, and acting like a clown. This guy got his gun out, as if his life's threatened. Meanwhile, they're recording. So, who hates who here? Okay? I'm going to let that sink in. Because what gets me is, old boy will come on the PlayStation and be like, nigger. And you're like, wow, where's the racism coming from? Why are you automatically? I've heard it. Heard it so many times. And you're like, yo, why are they so racist automatic? So now, could you imagine if they had a gun in real life? So who's shooting up the schools? Because if Lil Tay is in the Bloods and Lil Sean is in the Crips, shouldn't they be the ones having a shootout in the school? But they're not having it. Who's shooting up these schools? Well, if I'm the idiot, I think I would have to know how to spell idiot in order to be the idiot, right? That's my ideology. So if you don't know how to spell idiot, maybe you're the idiot. I don't know. I'm just saying, okay? But you let me know. If I'm nuts, tell me where I'm wrong. I'm waiting. Yeah, he probably is carrying an extra chromosome. Hey, look. As we watch this pestilence spread the earth, as we watch the locust swarm get bigger and expand from Africa to China, and I don't know about y'all, I don't know if you heard, but Syria just bombed Turkey. So wars on the loom, wars on the horizon, wars being spoken of. And when it comes down to individual basis, what you're seeing on your screen is what we may have to contend with. Cops that don't like you just off of the way that you look or the way that you sound. Okay? So it could be hee ha ha. You could cry, you could laugh. Laugh now, cry later. Okay? That's where we're at. I didn't make this. All I'm doing is showing you the stream. I'm telling you, if I'm the racist one, tell me where this is okay. Okay? Hey, bend over. Why do you type like Yoda? Such a loser you are. Hey, guess what? Remove yourself, you can. Okay? Okay, I know how to speak Yoda too. All right? Remove yourself. All right? This is not the time for playing, okay? May the flames be with you if you think that this is a game, okay? Loser. Okay. See? So, this is what's transpiring upon the planet. Due to actions like this, that's why locusts are now swarming. That's why we have an uncurable disease. All right. Hold on. Let's see what happens. Hold on. Check this out. Let's see what happens with the uncurable disease. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where my homeboy at? Oh man. Don't you worry. I'm gonna find him. He's gonna tell you what happens. Okay, I got it. I got it. I ain't playing. Here. Here we go.
Don't miss a moment. Live TV from 70 plus channels. YouTube TV, start streaming now. Gotta have Lay's.
Oh, and get that. You think? Hold on. You think YouTube's something now? They're highly promoting for people to start purchasing their subscription. So when I start showing you these videos, you're gonna actually be able to say, "Yo, he's paying to show us this." Okay. So pretty soon, YouTube isn't gonna be free no more. They're charging for subscription. Okay, just letting you know. They're getting prepared. All right, hold on. So I wanted to understand what happened during the disease. So I went to Supernatural's Dean Winchester, Jensen Heckles. Here you go. What? All right. They was having a bromantic moment. They was trying to understand how they knew each other. Okay, hold on.
We kind of like that.
Yeah.
Touche.
Okay.
So what, Zach zapped you up here to see how bad it gets? I guess. Coronavirus, right? That's their end game. It's efficient, it's incurable, and it's scary as hell. Turns people into monsters.
Okay. Keep playing with it. Croatoan virus was in Supernatural. Coronavirus is in reality. Okay? Oh, like I said, look, you see it right there on your screen. Type it in anytime you want. Put in Dean Winchester, Croatoan. You take the A and the T out and you rearrange the words and you'll get Corona. Okay? All right, hold on one more time, just in case the people in the back didn't hear. Hold on. Please wait. I ain't playing. This ain't it. There you go. All right. Try to get you a better view and a louder voice.
So what, Zach zapped you up here to see how bad it gets? I guess. Coronavirus, right? That's their end game.
Now, why is it a virus? Can somebody tell me that? Why is it a virus? Why did they talk about viruses in Supernatural? Somebody tell me that. Huh? Okay. The paranoid guy speaks again. Paranoid. That's what someone told me. Someone called me the paranoia guy. Meanwhile, this is actually put into your major media. Okay? So hold on here.
So what, Zach zapped you up here to see how bad it gets? I guess. Coronavirus, right? That's their end game. It's efficient, it's incurable, and it's scary as hell. Turns people into monsters.
Incurable and scary as hell. Is not the world governments afraid of this goddamn virus? Huh? Okay. And what did he just say? Is that their end game? So, I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm just letting you know that this information is out there, and if you do the connecting of the dots yourself, you may be surprised on what you come across. So, I don't know where people are like, oh, you're racist, or whatever the heck they're coming up with, whatever concept they're believing, but this is the stuff that I'm putting together. This is the stuff that I'm seeing. So if you can actually refute this stuff, if you're saying that, this is make-believe or fiction at this point, then that's your opinion. But my thing is, why is it happening? Why is it happening? Why wouldn't they have called it just the crow? Why wouldn't they quote? And that's another thing. Someone came in here and told me that COVID-19 was named, they named the germ or the bacteria COVID-19 because the shape of the bacteria. So I, of course, would have to do the research to check out if this is true or not. Well, it's not true. What COVID-19 stands for actually stands for coronavirus disease 2019. So they made it a shorter condensed name because they found it in December 2019 in China. Coronavirus disease 2019. Okay, that's where COVID-19 comes from. It's not from no shape. I was like, what shape could be COVID? What's a COVID shape? What's the shape of COVID? And if that was the case, all these diseases out there, how come I haven't heard of box 12 or rectangle 8 or something like that? You understand? They're not naming these diseases off of no goddamn shape. But I didn't want to refute the person and not know. So I said, okay, maybe that's true. Let me go check it out. I'll go check it. And then to my dismay, and actually to my intellect, because I kind of knew, I was like, who would name a goddamn virus or a disease off of a shape? Well, now, right here, they said that, 2009. This episode was made in 2009. The character got pushed into the future by an angel. An angel sent him into the future. 4 years, 2009, no, 5 years. Sorry, 5 years. He was in 2009. He went to 2014. In 2014, America was supposedly destroyed by the Croatoan virus. Okay? So, this was already on TV. This isn't me. I'm not sitting there trying to get you worried. I'm not trying to... If anything, I'm telling you to prepare for the kingdom of God and prepare yourself for this outbreak. Go out there, get yourself some masks. I know people out here ain't wearing them like that. Nobody... I've been out several times. I'm in the public. I see people ain't wearing no mask. They're not wearing them. And if you do see them, you see like one or two here and there. Okay? So we better start taking this thing a little bit serious. Hold on. One more time for those that didn't hear. Okay? There's no such thing as Croatoan. But we do have a corona. Okay? All right.
So what, Zach zapped you up here to see how bad it gets? I guess. Croatoan virus, right? That's their end game. It's efficient, it's incurable, and it's scary as hell. Turns people into monsters. Started hitting the major cities about 2 years ago. The world really went in the crapper after that.
It started hitting the major cities 2 years ago, and the world went into the crapper after that. So we just off of a 3-month span, it went from China, and now it's here in America. They're saying that the cases are rising in America, okay, from California to New York, okay. So look at his face. Look at the face of concern. That's the face of concern that you're seeing on these these medical executives, these medical experts, okay? You had some? My thing is, when this thing really starts kicking off, we depend a lot upon trucks and delivery services to deliver food to our supermarkets and to our local delis and all this other places, right? Well, if they stop importing and stop shipping due to this virus, right? The Croatoan virus, okay? let me lighten the load for you. The Croatoan virus, okay? Now that we have the Croatoan virus, let's see how long it takes before people stop shipping. They start getting scared. I just showed. Hold on. See, because some people may think that I'm playing around. All right. Some people may think that I'm playing around. Some reason. Okay. Hold on, because it's right there. It's right there. Oh, you're trying to scare us. No, I'm trying to get you prepared. This is some real stuff that's on the planet, and I don't know why people aren't streaming about it. No one's talking about it. Okay? Look, they're contemplating banknotes may be spreading coronavirus. World Health Organization warns. Yahoo Finance, UK. Okay? March 3rd, 2020. March 3rd, 2020. Okay? So if you ever played The Division, I implore you, right now it's like $5. And even if you don't want to play it, go look at the storyline of the game. There was a chemist in a lab, and he was creating a bio agent. He dropped it on the dollar, and it spread, and that's how the people got sick. They just said somebody in LA got sick, and they don't even know how that person got sick because they wasn't around none of the containments, none of the people that actually carried it, and they didn't leave to go. They haven't been out of the state or the county. They didn't go to China. They didn't come in contact with none of the people that actually possibly have it. All right. They don't know where it came from. So where else would it come from if they had no contact with a person that's contaminated? What would be the next contaminant? So, and that's where this digital money comes in. That's where they're going to implant you, or want to implant you, with a microchip in order for you to be able to maneuver to and fro and have your freedom. But once you have your freedom, see, that microchip, now I'm starting to understand where the microchip was a tracker. See, people in China are being asked to quarantine themselves, but some of those people aren't adhering to quarantine. That's what I think they're showing us in Division. In Division, since Manhattan is like, it has a large populace, but there's more people in China than there is in New York. But New York is just like smaller, it's more condensed. Either way, those people, they start breaking out of the quarantine and they start doing whatever they want. That's where they got a contaminated area and they got a decontaminated area and they got all kinds of weird stuff going on in that game. All right? Well, if they ask you to quarantine and you're not quarantining, and look at the people spitting on their hand. Oh man, I wish I could show you it. I don't have the video, but I've seen the video twice already. People are spitting on their hands and rubbing it on the buttons. People are spitting on their hands and going down subway railings and going down apartment railings and stuff. Okay? So if you don't have this guy's face on right now, that guy seems pretty freaking concerned, okay? So, all right. Now you're thinking that everything's naive or everything's lullaby. Well, let me let you know something. You could think that everything's lullaby all you want, but your neighbor may not be so much, okay? So that's where you need to start actually taking this thing to be serious, because you don't know who you're living next to. You don't know who's up the block from you. You don't know who's going to be trying to kick in your door. Heck, it could be a cop. You see what I mean? Racism has to be removed from the planet. All this stuff has to go. And these are the cleaning agents. Cleaning agents would be disease, fire, brimstone. You see? It has to be cleansed. Because, us as the good people, we're going to keep saying, hey, why are you doing that? You need to stop doing that. That's not right. But the person's going to say, you know what? I don't have to listen to you. And then eventually they remove us. We're so good that you'll say, yo, that's not right. You shouldn't have did that. You was wrong. And what does that murderer do? They turn the gun on you. How many times was people trying to get through to Bishop? You may not know who Bishop is. Bishop was a bad mofo. Okay? They was talking to Bishop. They was like, yo, Bishop, come on, man. Bishop started turning on his own people. Bishop, the only way Bishop was going to actually learn was when Bishop fell off that goddamn building. That was it. And you know what they had the nerve to do? They turned around and looked at homeboy that was trying to speak to him throughout the whole thing. They said, you got the juice. Come on, man. Nah, he didn't even want the juice. He wanted to be regular. Now why you gotta treat me like a kingpin, like I'm one of them God status people? Come on, bro. You see what I mean? People need to work together. Now, in the beginning, when they first found the gun, I understand. They wanted to protect themselves from the other crews. But then, as that gun stayed and lingered, after you got rid of the other crew, then you wanted to do power stuff with it. You was like, yo, we could go in that store and we could get old boy. Then you went and got old boy. But then you shot old boy. Why you shoot old boy for? Because I got the gun. Come on, man. You see where I'm at? If you haven't seen where I'm at yet, then I don't know what to tell you. This is where we're at, though. Okay? And then power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Once he seen that he shot old man, I forgot his name, in the store, and then old boy from the crew tried to take the gun and he shot him too, he knew he had the power. He knew he was absolutely corrupted. That's why when he went into the high school, he said, I know I ain't shit. Okay? This is where we're at. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't get too relaxed and sit there and say, I ain't got to listen to this guy. This guy's nuts. I'm letting you know, from the research I'm doing, they're saying that this thing is supposed to be bad, okay? So you should go out there and get yourself some masks. And with the other guy telling me that this is $12,000 for an M16. Okay. Well, now, at that point in time, you would either have to choose whether you want to stock up on rations for food, because them people that got quarantined in their houses in China, they couldn't make no store runs, okay? You're quarantined. You're stuck in. And in some cases, I seen them welding metal plates onto their doors, okay? And they like barred them in their windows, okay? So just to let you know how bad it is, if you live in an apartment complex, if you live in a house or a project or wherever you live in, get some food. This way you ain't got to keep going to, and when they go to the stores, some of these people had it. So they're licking the products, or they're spitting on stuff, or they're sneezing or coughing, okay? I'm just trying to spread the word. I'm telling you what the heck is going on out there from what the videos I've seen. I don't know why nobody else talking about this. I don't know why. I just don't know why. I don't know why. I like that name, Turtle on the Nuke. They've been Turtle on the Nuke for a while now, because all their movies, they promote that they want to go rabbit on the nuke. In fact, I could pull up a video where they say that Donald Trump has a red button on his desk to confuse White House visitors. So when they see the red button, they're like, wait, it's just sitting on his desk? And then he'll come in and he'll like press it just to like mess with them. Look, if you haven't realized what time we're in, I think maybe now is a good time to start researching and checking it out. Okay? Because before you know it, it's going to be too late. And ain't nothing like being late for a party that you was not invited to. Okay? Just saying. Just saying. Okay? Crow, what the heck? Can somebody tell me what the heck is Croatoan? What's Croatoan? In fact, I'm gonna look that up later on. But I just find it weird that we have a coronavirus, and if you drop a A and a T and you rearrange the letters, you'll have corona. Okay? So if anyone's found anything wrong with this stream, where it's racism or I'm living in fear, or God don't exist, I can't show no more. I'm not in control of the locust, nor are you, nor is the government. So I don't know who's controlling the locust at this point. And how do we know that locusts are usually a plague or a punishment from God? We already know that. Okay? So now, if there's an illness or a virus that's spreading that's incurable, what would be the definition of a plague? What's a plague? Hold on. Let me ask Siri. Definition of plague.
As a noun, it means a contagious bacterial disease characterized by fever and delirium, typically with the formation of buboes, see bubonic plague, and sometimes infection of the lungs, pneumonic plague.
Pneumonic.
Do you want to hear the remaining one?
No, thank you. Pneumonic plague. Pneumonic plague destroys the lungs. Is that not what this is doing? Okay. Let's play with it. You know what? I'll go as far as to say they don't want to say plague because they don't want to strike people and get people to go goddamn insane. Okay? But people are already collapsing from having this coronavirus disease. Okay? Coronavirus disease 2019. Google that. Once you Google it, COVID-19 is going to pop up because it's just an abbreviation for that. Okay? So a virus and a disease is two different things. A virus strengthens itself up, or it mutates to become a disease. All right? Now, hold on. You may say, well, why are you telling me about the disease and we hear about the coronavirus? Hold on. Definition of plague.
As a noun, it means a contagious bacterial disease characterized.
A contagious bacterial disease. Okay? Did they not say this thing is airborne, switching from person to person? All right. Okay. If your face doesn't look like this guy's at this point in time, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Okay? Okay. So, that's my news for the day. I just wanted to bring y'all information about this. They want to quarantine the money. If you haven't played Division yet, and I'm not talking about the fact where you got to shoot people and pick up their loot. If you really look at it, it's a game about survival and resources. See, you may look at it as, oh, you got to shoot that person and hopefully they got that gun, or maybe they got them knee pads or that backpack. But in reality, they're shooting these people and taking their vests, they're taking their means of protection, and they're taking any resource they have on them, food or whatever they have. Okay? So that's what the game is about. The major plot of the game was someone took a drop of some chemical agent, some bio weapon, and dropped it on the American dollar, and this was like in the midst of Black Friday. So if you're not concerned yet, I don't know what you're watching, I don't know what you're hearing, but if you have a family, I think that you should start getting your reserves together. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Okay? A troll's a troll's a troll. A troll is a troll is a troll. I don't have a problem with trolls. Trolls come in here, tell me I'm crazy all the time, and tell me I'm nutty. Well, now this is actual reality in your face. I didn't tell YouTube to put up no videos of locusts. I didn't tell them back in 2009 to make a TV show about a Croatoan virus that's going to be the end game that wipes out the world. And I didn't do this. Now, you could say I'm reaching, which that's to each his own. That's your opinion. But here on my stream, I'm telling you, if I'm wrong, tell me where I'm messed up in making these connections. Huh? Why would it be a CV, a Croatoan virus, and a coronavirus now? Why wouldn't it be the demon virus or the bacterium? Well, they could have made up so many names. And that's my thing too. When people say that I'm reaching, well, I could also be reaching for pink elephants and flying pigs. We don't see these things in our movies. They're not a part of our imagination. You know what was a part of our imagination back in like the 1950s when they really first started coming out? Little Green Men, Werewolf, Dracula, and Frankenstein. A zombie. A big zombie that was reanimated from a crazy mad scientist. But now we have these zombies just walking around animated with no problems. In Walking Dead, they're just walking around. They didn't need to be reanimated. So, how far is our imagination? Huh? How come we don't have movies of pink elephants? Or we got a flying elephant. We got Dumbo. But don't you remember? I don't know, some of y'all may not remember, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you do. Don't you remember the saying? Yeah, when pigs fly. When are we getting a movie about a pig flying? If I'm so crazy, when we get one of those movies? Okay, well, you know, I can show you. It's up to you to actually do the research and find out. They're quarantining dollars, the locusts are flying, and there's a disease that's uncurable. Hold on, man. Hold on, just in case. You know what I like about this? You know what I like about this clip? For some reason, the Croatoan virus, just like the coronavirus, is uncurable. Hold on.
So what, Zach zapped you up here to see how bad it gets? I guess. Croatoan virus, right? That's their end game. It's efficient, it's incurable, and it's scary as hell.
Uncurable and scary as hell. Okay, so with that one, I hope all y'all know the Lord's Prayer. I hope you say it with me as I end my streams, as I usually do. To our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For the kingdom, power, and glory is yours forever and ever. Amen. Now, some of y'all may not have said the prayer. I'm going to say the prayer because I'm looking for that day for the kingdom to come from heaven. This stuff is already pre-planned. Okay? They knew it. They made a script about it. It was all fun and games to them. Okay? Now you'll hear, I went on Instagram and Facebook, and you can't stop without seeing a meme of somebody saying the coronavirus is beer without lemon, or Corona without lemon, or whatever. Some wild stuff. And you're like, oh, wow. People are really playing with this. Okay. Well, if it's a joke, then I'll look like the nut job at the end. Then somebody will be able to come back to this video and say, see, you was just worried over nothing. But if this is real, you may not even be able to see the video ever again. Okay? I'm just letting you know where we're at. I appreciate you coming. Thank you for listening to me rant or ramble or whatever you want to call it. I was trying to warn you. And I also wanted to make sure I clarified the fact that where racism started, or who's racist. Because last I checked, I don't go out with the intent of harming anybody. Okay? Whereas if somebody has APB out of somebody that looks like me, then I may get harmed. Okay? That's where I'm at. So I hope that you're there too. If you like the stream, please subscribe, follow. If not, hey, to each his own. Be you. All right? Either way, the World Health Organization is talking, and so is the world government. This is time to get right. God bless you. I love you. Thank you for coming to my stream. Oh, wait. Oh, man. See, just as I was about to go, my best troll of trolls comes in. Evil ways. Hey, guess what? If God blows, he's going to blow you away. I love you all. Thank you for coming. Okay?